Welcome to Rapid Movie Recaps Twisted Yuletide Tales Edition, your one-stop shop for movie recaps. Don't forget to hit subscribe, smash that like button, and turn on notifications. And hey, why not support our snarky selves by checking out our merch down below? Picture this. It's Christmas night and Santa's had enough of the entitled brats of the world, so he's taking a break and hitting the pub in Bristol, UK. He's downing drinks like there's no tomorrow, griping about how kids today are just plain greedy. Suddenly, another dude dressed as Santa walks in and starts chatting him up like it's no big deal. Santa, the real one mind you, claims he can kick back and relax because the reindeer have things under control. The other Santa and the bartender just laugh it off, thinking he's some kind of lovable weirdo. Little do they know. Anyway, our jaded Santa is fed up and considers quitting his jolly gig. As he heads for the door, which, by the way, leads to the roof, talk about a dramatic exit, he leaves the bartender a little gift for her grandson. Yeah, you read that right, he knows her grandson's name. So we're back in Bristol with our bartender, who's racing after Santa, thinking he's had a few too many eggnogs. But when she gets to the roof, all she finds is an empty rooftop and Santa's sled flying away. Talk about a buzzkill. And as if that's not enough, Santa bids her farewell with a lovely projectile vomit. Ho 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 indeed. Fast forward to Greenwich, Connecticut. Jason Lightstone is waiting for his estranged wife, Linda, and their daughter, Trudy. They're about to embark on a joyous journey to his mother's estate for some good old-fashioned forced family bonding. Can you feel the love? Arriving at the family mansion, the gatekeeper greets them, and they enter the bustling holiday chaos. Later that night, the whole gang, Jason, Linda, Trudy, Jason's sister Alva, her son Brett, and her boyfriend, gather in a living room for some awkward greetings and catching up. When their mom makes her grand entrance, Alva drags her crew to greet her, leaving Jason and Linda hanging in the back. Dinner is served, tensions simmer, and everyone scatters to their rooms for the night. Ah, the holidays, bringing families together, whether they like it or not. Jason and Linda tuck little Trudy into bed, only to find out that they totally forgot to take her to see Santa at the mall. Nice parenting, guys. To make up for it, Jason gives her a walkie-talkie, claiming it's a direct line to Santa himself. Sure, why not? They leave Trudy chatting away to her imaginary Santa, and they eavesdrop on her adorable request for her parents to get back together. Aw, how cliché. Meanwhile, our not-so-sober Santa is out delivering gifts and getting progressively more intoxicated. When he stumbles upon the Lightstone estate, he decides to take a break, munch on some cookies, and indulge in a much-needed massage chair session. As if the night couldn't get any weirder. Simultaneously, Mr. Scrooge and his band of not-so-merry mercenaries infiltrate the estate, taking out guards and staff left and right. Even Jason's mother isn't safe, as she's dragged into a panic room and held hostage with the rest of the family. Back to our bickering duo, Linda and Jason argue about their relationship and the meddling mother-in-law. Jason swears he's willing to walk away from the family fortune to save their marriage, but who has time for reconciliation when suddenly gunfire erupts outside? As the gunfire continues, Santa suddenly remembers he's got a job to do. He tries to teleport through the chimney using his special nose tapping trick, but surprise, surprise, he's too drunk for magic. Typical. Meanwhile, the Lightstone family is herded into the living room, and Santa has a run-in with one of the mercenaries. Cue the epic battle that ends with the mercenary crashing through a window. Yikes. In the living room, Jason's mom spills the beans about her secret extraction team and the $30 million chilling in her vault. Mr. Scrooge smirks and says he knows all about it, snatching the remote to initiate the automatic lock-changing feature. Time to bring in the hacker squad. As the mercenaries fan out to find whoever killed their buddy, our inebriated Santa slips in through the back door. He tries to call the police, but alas, the phone lines are cut. Of course, as he hears footsteps, Santa hides and starts rummaging through his sack for a makeshift weapon. Enter mercenary number 2, and Santa's ready with a doll and a hockey stick. How festive! A fierce battle ensues, with the mercenary finally falling to Santa's improvised weaponry. Who knew Santa had such a killer instinct? In the living room, Linda tries to keep Trudy calm, but our little heroine busts out her walkie-talkie to chat with Santa. Meanwhile, Santa stumbles upon a mercenary's walkie-talkie and hears Trudy's desperate pleas. He reassures her that he's on the case. However, his plans hit a snag when he discovers that the phones still don't work. Classic. Over the walkie-talkie, Santa threatens Mr. Scrooge to leave the family alone or face the wrath of a drunken Santa Claus. Naturally, Mr. Scrooge is less than impressed and decides to take his anger out on Jason's finger with a festive nutcracker. Ouch. Trudy bravely speaks up, warning Mr. Scrooge that Santa will punish him if he doesn't let her father go. Linda tries to brush it off as a child's imagination, but Trudy insists she's been talking to the real deal. In a desperate attempt to protect his daughter, Jason blurts out the ultimate holiday buzzkill: Santa Claus doesn't exist. Heartbroken, Trudy runs to the attic to hide. As for our not-so-jolly Santa, he notices he's bleeding and decides to stitch himself up. But due to blood loss, he passes out and dreams of his warrior days. Trudy's voice on a walkie-talkie wakes him up, and she asks if he's the real Santa. He admits he is, but sadly, even Santa has limits and can't reunite her parents. In the living room, a mercenary starts the holiday festivities early by forcing the family to open their presents. Jason tries to pretend he forgot a gift, but his nephew Bert spoils the surprise and hands it to Jason's mother. She opens it, reads the note inside, and gets all grumpy, but won't spill the tea on its contents. Meanwhile, in the attic, Trudy and Santa bond over his dark and twisted past. Santa confesses he was a warrior who killed people with a special hammer, landing him squarely on the naughty list. Trudy, ever the optimist, insists Santa's not a bad person because he's doing good deeds now. Santa tells her to stay hidden while he goes all-action hero on the mercenaries. Back to Mr. Scrooge, who alerts his accomplices that the extraction team is en route. Elsewhere, Santa's stealth skills fail him when he accidentally sets off a toy, alerting a mercenary. Mr. Scrooge swoops in, ties Santa up, and becomes fascinated by his seemingly bottomless sack. In a not-so-festive move, he tosses the sack into the fireplace. Mr. Scrooge shares a heartwarming childhood story of sneaking into a neighbor's house to steal gifts, only to scare their grandpa to death. He accuses Santa of not caring about people's lives. Santa clarifies that his job is merely to deliver presents, not intervene in life or death situations. Tough break, Mr. Scrooge. Trudy, ever the resourceful child, unleashes a torrent of styrofoam balls into the vent, creating the perfect distraction for Santa to teleport to the roof. But wait, there's more. Santa spots the extraction team, checks his list twice, and realizes these guys are naughty, not nice. As they open fire, Santa escapes to a conveniently located warehouse. Just as Santa's about to throw in the towel, Trudy tells him to believe in his own Christmas miracle. Lo and behold, he finds his trusty hammer. Santa goes full warrior mode, taking out most of the extraction team. Meanwhile, Mr. Scrooge discovers the vault is empty, which sends him into a rage. Jason confesses he stole the money to escape his mother's clutches with his family. Plot twist. In the attic, Trudy tells Santa she's been found but has set up some Home Alone-inspired traps, managing to take down 2 mercenaries. Downstairs, Linda, Bert, and Alva defeat another mercenary just as Santa and Trudy strut in. The group heads outside to save Jason from the extraction team, leading to another action-packed brawl. Santa, now fully committed to his action hero role, chases after Mr. Scrooge. They fight, and Santa decides to teleport both of them to the top of a chimney for a dramatic finish. Mr. Scrooge meets his end, but Santa, severely injured, also breathes his last. So Trudy's got a plan to bring old Santa back to life. She tells everyone to just believe, acknowledge that Santa's real, and poof, he'll be back among the living. Lo and behold, everyone embraces their inner child, admits that Santa Claus is totally a thing, and voila, Santa's alive and kicking. Cue the heartwarming ending. Santa's reindeer fly in, bearing a shiny new sack as a gift from Mrs. Claus herself. How touching. Well, folks, that's a wrap on this wild ride of a movie. If you're eager to own a piece of this cinematic gem, just follow the link in the description. And hey, while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe to Rapid Movie Recaps for even more hilariously offbeat summaries. Happy watching!